Okay. Hey Josh. There's a lot of bad stuff outside. I want to do something to kind of calm, something happier. So I'm gonna show you because, or as we know, it's Sucari. Kind of backwards, but with the C here instead. Yeah, let's not talk about that. But let's get into it. So this is where the Archion is and everything. This is where it's my idea. It's a pretty fun game. It's a bit difficult, I will admit, but it's really fun. Let everything load because again, I did kind of reset the computer, so this is perfectly normal. Okay, so yeah, I played it just a little bit ago just to try it out. This is my character. I don't know who you want to see this as. I don't. This is like an inspiration for Tuffy. I mean, I'll show you in the game. Let's start the game because it takes a little bit to load. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's free, don't worry. The only time I ever paid for something was kind of exclusive, but everything else is free. It's just difficult in a sense that it takes a long time to finish missions, but it is really fun, I promise. I mean, it's new for their kind of lose. I mean, all of that comes from this game. I'll show you all the areas again because I need something to do because it's a hard day. This is a lot of dark things here. Yeah, there's a trickster update, which I thought was really funny because trickster claims all that. These are the prizes you can get. Okay, so this is where I got the inspiration for Tuffy. Because without the armor and all of that, I mean, look at this thing. This is the cutest little dragon you'll ever see. This is too cute. So this is the game. It is a really big map. I mean, I'm over here, and all of this area you're seeing is in Alora's Perch, which is the little arrow right there. Sadly, my mouse doesn't show, so I can't really point at anything. I need to figure out how that works later. So yeah, this is an okay bit. This is one of the more harder areas. This is where I kind of stuck in because I can't get to level 40 because I need to do a whole bunch of missions and I haven't gotten around to doing that. But it is really cool. This is where I imagine the board. Let me get rid of everything else so you can kind of see a better picture. This is where a lot of monsters tend to be. And I mean a lot of them. Like that. Let me get a better... Sorry. Let me get a better mount. I'm used to Pegasus. This is the one I'm more used to. Sorry. Again, I'm a little bit rusty at this because of all this. But yeah, this is the Pegasus. It's one of the mounts you'll get here if you ever play it. It can be, if you get the thing where you're a tribal wizard, you can get up to 1050, which is how high you can go up. And this is kind of a flying place, so you will need a flying mount, but that's not going to be a problem. You get a lot of them at the beginning. Well, it really depends. You choose which familiar you want to use. I personally like the Pegasus because I'm a girl, let's be honest. I really like Pegasus. So this is where you can fight monsters. Again, if I'm rusty at this, please forgive me. It's been a little bit since I played this with everything that's been going on in school. What was I trying to do? Okay, so this is a bit easier. The combat system isn't that bad. Okay. Oh, ooh, I need to fix something. Okay, for now it's just flying. Oh, can I just kill that thing? Okay, good. Give me 1 second, just skip a little bit of this part of the video. I need to get the key bindings. Just how to fly left and right. I don't know how to do that. Oh, no. Okay, I got it. I'll show you a really quick battle thing right here because I can defeat these monsters relatively easy. Again, they're level 37, I'm 39. That is a really huge gap, believe it or not. You can fight on your mount. I know the combat system is a little bit awkward, but that's only when you're on a mount. When you're fighting on the ground, which is a little bit more difficult for me, it looks really cool. I need F to loot. I forgot about that. I need to set it up later. You can set the key binding, so let's say the space button, which I already changed for myself. You don't want to use that to fly up or down or whatever. You can choose where it is. That's part of gaming systems. Okay, so this is a cool bit. Let me get out of here. Okay, wait. There we go. That's not what I meant to do, but... give me a second. Okay, let me go all the way down. There we go. That's much better. Sorry. Okay, so this is the cool thing about the Treasure Rift. There's a whole bunch of these types of dragons here. When you get closer to the resolution gets better. Don't worry. It's meant to be a distinct thing. Because if you can see, this whole island is just a dead dragon, I'm assuming. I did have to fight one of these in the game. Though it's not difficult. I could do it by myself, considering I have really no one that plays this with me. So, yeah. Yes, you can get on it. I mean, it's a really big open world. The only time it isn't an open world is when you have to travel through areas, let's say. But I mean, it's really cool. This is the mouth of it. I don't know. I wanted to implement this in roleplay so badly, but I think I already did with the Void, because again, in the Void, all of these things are here. This is so you can get an understanding. The Void where gas still was, and I guess errors could live in, it's all of this. I mean, it's really beautiful in my opinion. The graphics are pretty good. Again, this is a free game. I don't think you would be able to play it at the highest graphics, because it does take like 13 gigabytes to download itself, and more if you want to get the better graphics. I have a gaming computer, so it works, but for you can still play it. I doubt it would lag. I mean, right now it's not lagging, so I doubt it would lag for you. The big wing. Okay, so that's just the trivial of it. So give me 1 second. The golden Laiku, or Tuffy, so I'm gonna call her, because I mean, she's too cute. This is one of the more faster mounts. This is a heroic. This isn't a thing where you can get if you downloaded it, so I mean, you're not gonna be able to get this unless you wanna try to get a heroic mount, which heroic mounts are really hard to get. I'm just saying that right now. It's really hard to get. I did have, let's see, as we rise up. So this is the sort by level. Oh, it's great. Oops, sorry. So these are legendaries. All 3 of these I've gotten because of special events. I have not tamed any of them. I'm not that good of a player. These are all my heroics. Caress is one of my favorites, and Agnes. These 2 are my favorites. And then elites, and then etc. It's okay. We still have a long way to go. I don't even think my mount can get there. Okay, well, we'll still talk if you have time. If you're listening, you can skip over this. I won't be mad, I promise. So these are the elites. I don't have any comments right now. I can show you that when we get to the other areas that I'll show you. It shouldn't be a long video. But these are the elites. Elites are kind of what you need when you go into a new area, because if you have a comment, so you see the yellow bar to your left, top left, that yellow bar indicates how much energy it has. Commons have very little, and they won't really help. But they are cool looking, so you can get those like in the back if you just kind of want to ride and look cool and take screenshots. That's kind of what I did for my background. But, okay, where's the thing? Over there. So these are treasure shines. I'm not going to worry about the money. I still have a lot from when I played before. You gotta go to the big one over here. 74, it's not that bad. You have to get to the bigger ones, and that's how you travel through the worlds. And where is the bigger? Perfect. F. Okay. Travel to another region. So this right here is Sucari for now, but imagine the whole world map looking like this. So it's a really big planet. So we are going to start with High Crossing. We're going to start with we'll start with the crossing. That's the kingdom. So this is where technically their kind would have to be. This is where the king is. This is a really pretty painting someone did of it, and they implemented it into the game. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty game. I mostly play it, even if I can't get to level 40, I play it because it's beautiful, it calms me down, and just the familiars in itself are so pretty. I love the game. They didn't have criticism because, oh, it's not the best game. I love it personally. I'm not a very picky or critique person. It's just really, it's a really nice game. You don't have to get from one area to the other. That's the only part that's not open world, as some people say. It got critiques, but you'll see why it needs a loading screen. It has to load a lot of things. Give it a sec. I think I glitched out. Oh, okay. No. Okay, sorry. Give it a second. There's a network error. Give it a second because for some reason, not my Wi-Fi, but with all my games, they've been disconnecting on and off. And it completely disconnected already. I better be able to reconnect. I mean, I gotta show you more stuff. We just got to the crossing and I don't want to put this into videos. I probably will. Never mind. What is happening? What? Okay, it reconnected. I'm probably gonna resend the money. That's okay. That's okay. I just want to show you the crossing. Again, the crossing is where the kingdom is. For some reason it glitched out. If you can skip the loading screen, I'm just gonna rant. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect again. But overall, it is a good game. The crossing, again, is where the kingdom is. Then I'm going to show you the highlands, which is more of the nature type. There's a lot of animals there. That's where, what's his name, Agnes the Red is, which I personally think is one of the best familiars in the game. When I first played the game, he was a heroic, and when the game was still in beta, which is like early access. Oh, okay. I won't land anymore. So this is the kingdom. It's really big. Hopefully it won't lag. This is the only part of the game where it does lag a little bit. It's because there's so many people that there's a lot of stuff implemented in. Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna increase the volume a little bit just so you can hear the music. Because again, it is really pretty. So this is, if you can check in the map on the top right, Market District, then there's Noble's Gang. You don't need to know all the names of this. That's if you're a nerd like me that kind of likes to memorize where places is. Because it's really pretty, again. Yeah, this is the Great Kingdom. This is where people live, the giant wall. And this is one of the cooler views. Again, the giant kingdom where the king sits. I don't know if you'll want to see that, but yeah, that's where the event stuff goes. That's where I got the 3 legendaries. I mean, I'll get a legendary if I can. I'll use one of them right now, the reindeer one is my favorite. It looks really cool. Come on, look at that reindeer. I can't believe that's a legendary. I can't use familiars in here, so it's automatically got it out. But the king is up here. I'll get rid of all this. There's a button for it. Oh, okay. That had to load for a second. So that's kind of where the Akai would be sitting. And I guess one of these is Elsie, or Lost Conscious, whatever we named them, kind of forgot. But that's the gem on top. I think they did get inspired by the Hobbit a little bit here. You know, the Great Kingdom in the mountain. But that's the king. I don't know if that's how the Akai would look. I really don't have any preference on how he looks. So I guess that could be it. But this is where we are. Oh, look pretty. My character anyway. But these are all his associates. What was his name? Rothred III. He's king of Hackens. Hakai? I call it Hakai, because the other way to pronounce it is extremely difficult. So yeah, that's the kingdom. I'll show you just a little bit more outside. I don't know what. I'll use this one. Windrun is actually pretty fast. There we go. He is also one of my favorites because he looks really pretty. He's not good when it comes to other areas because there's like attributes where there's darkness and stuff and they're not good on that. But if you're gonna use it for here, it's extremely pretty. And you can land on anything. Again, it's an open world. You can either go on the ground or go in the sky. There's not that many people in this because I'm on channel 2. If you want it with other people, channel 1. That's the most local area, obviously. It's level 5. The more you use it, the higher level up it can get. It can never get over your... Actually, no, yeah, it can. Forget what I said there. This is my favorite. Recognize him? Tries. The super legendary that I showed you pictures of. There he is. I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to tame him. He is a legendary. Heroics are really hard to tame. Legendaries are almost impossible. Unless you're a person that likes to pay to win. I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna make my parents pay $80 or something to try to get him. You can get him even if you don't pay. It's just gonna take forever. I don't have that time. I have school. Even if I have a week off, a week is nowhere near the time you would need. So that's him. And the blue one, probably someone here, unless someone tamed them. I don't think someone tamed them on channel 2. I would have seen it. If you do tame it, they only spawn once a day. That's how rare they are. And how hard it is to get considering he's still up. And it's been more than half of the day. So yeah, it looks really pretty. You have to admit. Oh, this is my favorite. I love the nature that comes with it. It's just really pretty. Ignore all the messages that are popping up. That's for me to know. That's if people tame legendary stuff. It's kind of like a, hey, you did it! So I guess that's elk or caribou. Got them confused, sorry. Let me get my little pet. So I do have a pet. Agnes is my pet because I got an extra one of them in an event. And I made him into a pet. He's super powerful. So let me show you. So see? I mean, if you can kill a caribou, which it's not that strong, but I mean, having it as a pet when you're fighting really tough monsters, it's really helpful. Then that's a crossing. Ooh, I have to show you this. Okay, wait. Guard mode. Can I get rid of anything? Do I even have 35? Nope. Shoot. I don't like that one though. Black one is extremely good. Okay, just for the sake of me showing, I'm gonna release this one. He's not that fun, I guess. That was my other horse. He's pretty, isn't it? I could probably get him again later. Okay. How do you tame again? I will show you. So see, you're gonna have to hop. Oops. So you get near it. You have to hop on it. And you have to tame it. This is what you do for most of the servers. I'm a really high level, so I'm obviously gonna tame them. And there you go. So you can tame the really pretty horses. It really depends on what you love. Or the animals you like. That dragon. One day, man. One day. Even just looking at it is amazing. So I mean, look at this view. You can take a screenshot right here. This is extremely pretty. I mean, the kingdom, being out here with a giant dragon above you, the little hills up there, it's just too pretty, man. Okay, let me show you one area before we get to the next area. There's not that many areas because I haven't unlocked most of them. Because again, I'm only level 40 out of 60. Oh, this is my little favorite place. That's a dude's mount. I did take a screenshot somewhere up here. I think it was over there. Maybe. Go quickly. 1 second, my mom's. Oops, that was my mom. Okay. Sorry if I'm singing. Again, a little bit out of it. I'm tired. But I love this game too much. Okay, so this is where I was taking the screenshot because, I mean, this is where Hella was living. So I know it's a poor place, but this is exactly where I imagined her living. A little bit more over there. But I mean, and around these houses, out here, where... over here. Yeah. More of a rural area, it's not in the Great Kingdom. But it's outside, and I mean, look at the water. Everything is so pretty here. Why wouldn't you want to live here? I'd give everything up in a heartbeat to live here. Take my family with me, drag you. Okay, let's go back. So that's the kingdom. If you ever want me to, sorry, wrong button. If you ever want me to show you more of this place, just tell me. I'll record more. I'm getting really into recording now. How much money do I have? I have 14 gold, I have enough. Not Partners Coast yet. The Highland, there we go. You can skip to where you see after this. Maybe a better. So yeah, for each area you go to, there's a different photo loading screen, I guess. This is where Agnes is. I have to say it's my favorite familiar, besides the other two legendaries, but I haven't tamed them, so to me that doesn't count. But he is my favorite. I mean, he's like the king of... It's just... When I finally tamed him, my dad can tell you, I ran to him going, oh my gosh, I did it. I didn't have to pay or anything. I worked to get the gold. Okay. This is... Oh, my little... Right. So this is the area you go after the kingdom. There's nothing to fight really much in the kingdom. After you get to the first area, which is a tutorial, you go here. You learn a lot. It's so pretty. This is the first area you're gonna go. A lot of caribou. There's gonna be spiders up in front. There's no sea creatures, don't worry. So this game won't give you any of that. Oh, there's a character going. That was me a long time ago. So here's the spiders. Again, it dies because I'm too tough right now. There we go. We'll go over there. That's one of the areas where you fight. Before I show you the rest, let me show you where Agnes is. If you look in the top right in the map, we're heading to the Guardian's... I think it was Temple or Guardian's Keep, something like that. Guardian's Gate, sorry. That's still loading, don't worry. That's a lot to load and save in my computer. So this right here is where Agnes flies around. It's a really big canyon. That's not him, that's a smaller dragon. This is where you can actually finally get a better dragon than you'll get in the beginning. They are free to get, so you don't need a mark. Marks are really difficult to get anyway. I don't know if Agnes is here. He does have a spawn thing. You'll know if it's him. He's a giant dragon. Really hard to miss him. I kind of want to tame one just to show you. Why the heck not? Agnes is in here right now, so just gonna tame one of their dragons. I have enough money and everything, so don't panic. And then, yes, I do need a land before I do any of that. Okay. Considering you like blue, we're gonna tame a blue one. Okay. those can't be tamed, but you'll get one of those in the future, trust me. Ready? So yeah, you do have to jump from midair. There we go. Taming chance is completely random, and it also depends on your level. So, yeah. I'm obviously gonna tame these because I'm much higher level. But I mean, look at that. You can get a good, cool dragon. This is one of my favorites when I have. Probably gonna keep this one, to be perfectly honest. I don't know where Agnes is, so I'm gonna quickly... Oh, there's only channel 1 here. Okay, so that's weird. There's usually more channels. I think they're under maintenance. Let's see if we can quickly find Agnes. If we can't, that's fine. Let's show you the rest of the area. That's not Agnes. Again, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I've always called it Agnes the Red. Agnas. So as you can see on the top left, the yellow bar, see how it's not very as much? The other one had 3,000, this one has 700. Yeah. This isn't a comet, this is an elite, I believe. I do have to go really high altitude to find him. He could be anywhere in Guardian's Gate and just around here in general. He flies around. He's very fast, so you do need kind of a fast flying mount to find him. Would catch up mainly. I don't think I see him. I'll just show you photos later on Facebook. Yeah, I'll run this dragon for now. It's probably not gonna have enough energy for this video, so... Pretty dragon, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Level 2. Whenever they level up, they increase in energy again. So you don't have to worry about that. Oh, I just realized in here. Okay. I really don't mind. Forgive my English. It's a little rusty apparently. It's one of the camps. It's loading, don't worry. It doesn't look that barren. This is one of them. Yeah, as you can see, this is... Oh. Forgot this is the werewolf area, so this is a very dark area. But don't worry, we're on a dragon. We're safe. I'll probably battle once to show you the battle mechanics. They're not hard. It's pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one are we gonna kill? Flying mounts can't land. This one is more difficult for to land for some reason. This dragon has always been hard to land. There we go. See how it lands for like a second? So I wouldn't rely on that too much. I'm gonna hit him battle now. This is one of my legendaries. She's sleeping. I'm legit confused. I don't know why she's sleeping. That has not happened before, I promise. So this is where you have to get some of the spotted cows and the werewolves. Let's see. Well, I died. Okay. I don't have any hard enemies, so... Because again, this is one of the first areas you go to. So yeah, that's the battle mechanics. Again, you can see at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just depends what buttons you apply. Oh, you can tame these, and they're quite fast. It's a good thing to tame. Ignore that white thing over there. It's extremely weird. Yes, this is my legendary pet. It's gonna protect me. Deal with it. I just showed you that. I'll use this one. More faster. I don't know why that's not loading for some reason. Gotta ignore that. So you can fly around the areas. Once you get a decent... The first flying thing you're gonna get is gonna be a bird, and it can't go that high. The maximum it can go is like maybe 230, 200. meters up high, which is not a lot. I mean, mine can actually go 700, and with the things I actually to 1,000. It's really good. Ooh. I don't know what that is, but I got it. And it gives me more health. Okay. Ooh, let me show you one place here. Again, you can see it's really pretty here. This is one of my favorite areas. Everything is my favorite area. What am I saying? Here we go. So this is where the blue tree is. I don't know, but Hella, I know she mentioned him roleplay at least once. Not the actual name, the Morninech Lake, because I can't remember that stuff. But this is a really beautiful tree. I don't know the origin of it. It doesn't really mention it ever. This is just where more harder monsters are. A lot of water. It's just, I mean, look at that. It's really pretty. It looks Avatar almost. With the blue dragon, it kind of fits, I just noticed. I didn't do that intentionally. Some of the lake fairies. They're all evil, I suppose, because I mean, you fight all of them. There isn't a time where you don't fight something. That's kind of the game. So that's this area, I suppose. I'll show you Pirates Coast and that's it. At least I got to show you the void. I so thought I was going to lose that footage and I did not want to redo it. I love the footsteps. Come on, that looks cool. This is how Sucari is. People who tame things can ride on all around. It's scare the living. Oh, this is one of my other favorite mounts. Karesh. Look at that. He's a fast mount. He took me almost longer than Agnes. He comes from Parnas Coast. He is a heroic. He is, even the people who can get legendaries, it's really hard to get Karesh for some reason. Sometimes people give up, but I eventually got him. It's not that it's hard trying it again and again and again and again. Why is that person staring at me, okay? She's a level 24. It's not that it's hard. You need to get a mark, and marks are expensive. They cost gold. I only have 14. He was maybe 30 standard. And 14 is what I got throughout the entire game. You have to fish for gold coins, which is really hard. So that's why it takes forever to get these mounts. It's gotta go over here. Okay, so now you saw him. Like, so I'll show you some of the familiars. I have the owl, the headbeak rotos. You need them in Parnas Coast, or else you really can't get around because it's too cold. And familiars get really cold, except him. Venomous Casper is another really hard heroic to get. He is really hard to get because where he is, there's a poison. So you only have a certain amount of time to lower his health enough to try and tame him. You need to lower the health of familiars you want to tame, because that helps to increase the chances of you taming it. When you only have one mark, you gotta make it count. Venomous Casper is it's one of the hardest ones to get in Parnas Coast. Harder than Karesh, because Karesh you can run away from. Venomous Casper you can't. He will not leave his cave. And here's Agnes. I know we couldn't see him in action. He's a lot bigger than this in the air. This is just when you tame him, it has to be a little smaller to ride him. That's natural in the game. But that's Agnes. He's my favorite. Look at that. It's just a huge flying mount. Okay, let's go to the thing. Let's go to the final place I want to show you. I'm not going to show you the tutorial. I'm going to leave that as a secret for you, if you will. Again, I just wanted to show you. I'll be happy to. I'd rather enjoy doing these things. We already went to the roof. Oh, the Sea of Podkins. I'll show you really quickly. I didn't even show the map, just right there where we're at. That is the place where flying is super important. You can't get around in a land mount. It's, as you can see by this intro picture, it's all in the air. So it's really good to have a lot of chances to get air mounts. Air mounts are more harder to come across. Because, again, there'll be elites and heroics, which need ridiculous. Land mounts are a lot easier to come across, but this is where you have a chance to get a lot of good stuff. Sorry, cracking my knuckles. No, you don't need Agnes to fly around here, I promise. And I love the music that goes with it. I don't care if it's unoriginal, it's amazing. So this is a place where, yes, you can go on land right there, but I mean, when you get further on, you're gonna have to get, look at the map. Most of these are disconnected, you need a flying mount, I can guarantee you that. There's another flying one I have, it's called the Bone Throat. As you can see, near the bones. They were roleplay ones. Looks really cool. Yes, these do land. It's just that one dragon that for some reason doesn't want to land. I don't think it can land. But these can. They were bad, don't worry. You can get owls here. That was my favorite thing. I already have death Rotos, whatever, so I don't need to get an owl from here. They're very common. None of them are an elite. Horned owl, there you go. Let's go to the World Shrine. This cool looking dragon. Point of course, and that's it. This is where the Akayon really lives, if you don't want to think of him being in the kingdom as often. Because I always told you he was in a mountain, secluded with no sea. Fish people do live there. There are no Krayikins. Not that I remember. Nothing of that sort. Just mermaids. I mean, if you don't like mermaids, then okay, but that's really it. Everything else is more snow. It's not ocean-based at all. Swimming would take forever. It's all snow. It's just like in that. But that's it. Let's get it to load. And I'll show you what I mean with familiars and why you need certain of them in an area. Okay, so you see what... Sorry. Bitter cold resistance. So that means the bone throat dragon is immune to the cold here. But if you get something just regular that doesn't come from this area, you'll see. Harness froze. For the altitude decreased by 400, which is a lot, and move speed decreased by 30%. So see, it's moving super slow. It's only 500 meters right there. So yeah, that's why you need. That's why Death Rotos is one of the best ones to get. It's a very cheap mark, and he is an elite, so he will last quite a bit through your journey. Let's just be better off. The other bone throat is a lot harder to get. You can, but okay. But this is my owl. I love him. So this is where he lives. So let me get to a shrine because I'm not traveling everywhere. This is a very big map. I'll show you where Rondo was and why he was very disliked by Hela. He lives in the Farlight Outpost, which is over here. Sounds like you can't fly if you don't pass that area, so gotta need something to go through. This is where the other mount, Apocalypse, is. I have not tamed him. I have the mark. It's extremely difficult to do so. I'll use this one, the legendary. Yes, this is the legendary. Don't ask. There are really good legendaries here. It's not this one. But I'm still keeping him because I needed legendaries to get through the ground, get through faster areas. Beyond that point there's zombies, it is a solo, or if you have a friend, you can go with a friend. But other than that, it's not hard. It's just very difficult to beat because they're stubborn. They don't die often. Or quick enough, as I'd say. Yeah, so this is a very snowy area. Through here, I guess is where the mountain would be. But I called it a mountain instead of this palace thing because I have no idea how to describe it in roleplay. I'm bad at describing, as you can probably tell in our roleplays. So this is where it's a nice peak. Again, this is what I believe in roleplay. This is where the Akayan is, beyond that point. And in there, this is where Karesh usually is. Let me go to second channel, see if he's there. You can go to different channels, so let's say Karesh was tamed by channel 1, he might be in channel 2, so you can get him then. He's not. Okay, I'm not gonna try again. But this is where Karesh usually is roaming. Very difficult now. You have to get him in there. Now there, as you can probably see, shadows are the bone tropes. They kind of, I wouldn't say guard, they try to kill you, but So you have to go through here. Gotta try to get rid of, yeah. Just so you can see this, just so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is where it would technically be. There's bone throw. This is the palace to get, well, the place to get it in. It's a ridiculously big place. It's an ice palace in there. In this story, Rondo, which is his name in the game, I just took the name and everything with it. He's an evil dude because his love died and he just turned evil. But at the end, he does die and he does reunite with his love, so it's a good ending. What is this? One second, I have... Stop. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna beat someone up. There we go. Sorry that it was being a butt. This is the big palace where he would be in. I just called it a mountain. I didn't know how to describe this in roleplay. If I don't show you it, I can't describe it. That's simple as that. It's really pretty, very dangerous scene. Once you go in there, that's where you face Rondo and his men. It's not difficult if you go story mode or elite. If you go to legendary, which is god mode, as it's referred to, you need a party and you need to pay to win. He's ridiculously tough in legendary mode. Story mode is really easy, at least for me now. So yeah, that's Farnus Cove. I'll show you most of the places, so I hope you like it. This video probably is very long. I'm sorry, I'll make you watch a few minutes at a time. I don't know why I'm telling you this right now, because I'll probably tell you on Facebook. Let's kill one more before we go. Oh, those are a bit of a lag. Okay, I'm gonna stop now, and I hope you like it. I'm trying to upload it on YouTube right now, so wish me luck.